What's going on, guys? Parker here, and I am back with another video. And today I got my top 5 NBA player props for the day. And before we get in this video, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel down below. Give this video a big thumbs up as well as that, and leave a comment on this video because all of those things really help to the channel out a ton and really help push my content out to more and more people each and every single day, guys. And we're back. The consistent uploads are going to start again. I know it's been like 2 weeks since it's been consistent. We've only had like 4 or 5 uploads in those 2 weeks. But we're back to being consistent once again. I've just had a ton going on, guys. Had to get a new PC, had to get a new monitor, a bunch of different stuff. So my setup is completely revamped. But before we do get into this video real quick, I did want to mention that Sleeper has a free Justin Herbert square tonight for new users. You can get access to this free square as well as an 100% match on your first deposit up to $100. When you use code FF23. That's code FF23 on Sleeper. And the link to sign up for Sleeper today will be the top link down below in the description. So make sure to sign up for Sleeper today. Make sure to use code FF23. And without further ado, let's get right into today's player props. So first off, I got LeBron James over 22.5 points versus the Kings, minus 106 on Fanduel. So LeBron is over this line in 10 out of his last 11 matchups versus the Kings. The Kings allow the 5th most points per game in the NBA to power forwards this season. James soared over this line with 32 points in his first matchup versus the Kings this season. I absolutely love this line. You know we take LeBron's points pretty much every time versus the Kings since I've been uploading these videos, which has been about 2 years, and it consistently smacks. LeBron dominates the Kings, and I think that continues tonight. I think LeBron once again has a really big game. So LeBron James over 22.5 points versus the Kings, minus 106 on FanDuel is my first play of the day. Next up, I got De'Aaron Fox over 24.5 points versus the Lakers, minus 113 line on FanDuel. So Fox is averaging 26.2 points per game this season. Fox is over this line in 9 out of his last 11 matchups versus the Lakers. He's also over this line in his first matchup versus the Lakers this season. Overall, I think De'Aaron Fox has a huge game tonight. I think he's going to be able to get to his spots early and often. I think he's going to be able to score efficiently a lot in this game. And I'm just extremely confident that De'Aaron Fox has a big game tonight versus the Lakers. Once again, like I said with LeBron, since I've been uploading these videos, we take De'Aaron Fox points versus the Lakers pretty much every time because he absolutely owns the Lakers. So De'Aaron Fox over 24.5 points versus the Lakers, minus 113 on FanDuel is my second play of the day. Next up, I got Zach LaVine over 20.5 points versus the Celtics, minus 105 line on BetMGM. So LaVine was over this line with 29 points in his first matchup versus the Celtics this season. He's over this line in 9 of his 13 games so far this season as well. The Celtics will play a lot of drop coverage, which will lead to a bunch of open threes. And I think LaVine will be extremely successful getting to his spots, getting open looks. That drop coverage is extremely crucial for this because, the Celtics try to eliminate dribble, drive, and kick. And they try and force you into isolation points, which LaVine, he's one of the best ISO scorers in the league. So Zach LaVine over 20.5 points versus the Celtics, minus 105 on it, BetMGM. Sorry if I lagged for a second pretty much. It was just because my screen went black for a second. I don't know why. Is my third play of the day. Next up, I got Trae Young over 32.5 points plus assists versus the Spurs, minus 120 line on Bet365. So Young is over this line in 7 of his last 10 games versus the Spurs. Young has a great matchup being guarded by Chris Paul. He should be able to exploit that matchup. He should be able to have a big game. And Trae Young is over this line 3 out of his last 4 games overall. So I'm extremely confident that Trae Young has a big game. I'm extremely confident that Trae Young, plays like he has against the Spurs once again. So Trae Young over 32.5 points plus assists versus the Spurs, minus 120 on Bet365 is my fourth play of the day. Lastly, for my fifth and final play, I got Stephen Curry over 22.5 points versus the Grizzlies, minus 125 on DraftKings. So Curry is over this line in 10 out of his last 15 games. He's over this line in 6 of his last 7 games versus the Grizzlies, is what that was supposed to say. He's over this line in 6 of his last 10 road games as well. The Grizzlies have a solid defense. However, this is a great matchup for Curry, and he should go over. I think this is a spot where Stephen Curry dominates this matchup, where Stephen Curry has a big game. And overall, I am very confident that Stephen Curry will have a big game. So Stephen Curry over 22.5 points versus the Grizzlies, minus 125 on DraftKings is my fifth and final play. So those were my top 5 NBA player props for the day. Like I said, if you did enjoy this video and you want to see more content from me moving forward, then make sure to subscribe to the channel down below. Give this video a big thumbs up and leave a comment on this video down below, because all those things really help the channel out a ton and really help push my content out to more and more people each and every single day. So I really would appreciate it. But yeah, guys, that's really all I got for today's video. I hope you all did enjoy. And without further ado, I will see you on the next one.